Great morning, holy brothers! Thank you so much for joining us on our pathway to peace inside the Garden of Peace. We're on page 258 if you're following along. Today's lesson is going to be called First Fruits. Yum yums. Okay, here we go. The following is a good tip for preventing all arguments. Whenever you want to ask something from your spouse, whenever you're about to open your mouth, first look and see, is she currently doing something? Is she a little busy? Because if you ask her something right now, is that going to cause friction, or is she going to be happy that you open your mouth? What is she going to answer you? I mean, if you know your wife a little bit, you should know what kind of response it will evoke from her. She might say, "What the heck are you bothering me for right now? Can't you see I'm in the middle of doing something? I'm folding the laundry, I'm doing the dishes, I'm writing the taxes, I'm finishing up for my work. Can't you see that you're bothering me right now?" In our eyes, in the husband's eyes, say, no, it makes sense. What do you mean? There's something that has to be done. It's coming up. Let's take care of it. Or maybe it's about next year. Whatever she's doing now is not as time pressing as what I'm asking her for. Maybe she'll be happy that I'm asking her about it, but there's no way.
What if she asked you right before she started doing it? She asked you to do something, let's say, like...
Here's a real life example. Go ahead.
Go get the winter clothes. And,
yes,
you're like, okay. And then she starts doing whatever she's doing. And then
yes.
You're like, wait, where are the winter clothes? She put them away. I don't know where they are. Can I ask her at that moment? Like, listen.
She's probably going to be really mad at you for asking her when she just asked you to do something. The fact that she asked you to do something, she's implying in her mind that she thinks you should know what to do, right? So let's say she asked me to go pick up my girls, right? And I can't find my keys. So the first response would be, "Honey, I can't find the keys." You know what she's going to say to me? "Use your stupid eyes in your head that God gave you. I can't find it. So look for it."
I'm saying she put away the winter clothes.
Exactly. So she put it away. She took my keys last, whatever it might be, right? So try to spend a few minutes going through everything, turning it over before you ask her where it's going to be, because she's going to be pissed at me for asking her where the car keys are. Even though she asked me to go find the car, even though she used the car last. Take whatever it might be, the time, not to get her upset, to try to make her happy without bothering her first. Always. Even the examples come up where she says, "Hey, can you take out the garbage," right? And I literally, as I'm picking up the can to take out the garbage, she's like, "Oh, can you please do the dishes, honey?" "Yeah, I'll do the dishes as soon as I take out the garbage that you just asked me to do a minute ago." Nope. If she's asking you right now, it means that my focus shifts. What is right now on her mind that she wants to be done that makes her happy, regardless of what a second ago she might have asked me to do. Now there's a new list of higher priorities. Of course, everything still needs to get done, but it could change 20 times within 30 seconds in a woman's mind. And that's what we have to keep up with. What is going to make her happy in this moment? How can I achieve it and not put my own ego or even what I think that she wants done, but that's not right now. That's not the here and now in the moment. Your wife also wants you to make her money, right? She wants you to make lots of money. So pay this kid's tuition so she can get all the gifts that she wants. And if you have a deal on the line that you're about to close and you're getting a $10,000 sale, and all of a sudden she says, "Honey, no, the baby needs to be changed now. He's been sitting in poop for 3 hours. He should be able to wait another 5 minutes." But no. It's got to be changed right now. It doesn't make logical sense. But this is what her immediate concern is. It's your test right now to see how you're going to react from God in that moment. Remember that. A wife should not ask her husband for help when he's in a hurry to leave, right? Makes no sense. "I need to go close the deal. I'm about to go to Minyan." Whatever it might be. I have somebody waiting for me. But if she does, then realize what is being asked of you right now. And definitely not the other way around. Don't ask your wife to prepare food while she's in the middle of doing bedtime with the kids. Don't you dare. Especially if you know something's going to upset her. It's going to drive her crazy. Only ask for things that are appropriate in an appropriate time. First time I think, is there something I should be asking her for? Right? If there's a laundry about to be put, in the dryer and it's been waiting, say, honey, why don't you go upstairs and put the wash in the dryer? I heard a ding like half an hour ago. It's been sitting there. Right? And aren't you doing the wash? Hello? Get up, run upstairs, take care of what needs to be done, especially if you know it. And then she might be even happier with you that you did something that she didn't ask you for, rather than piss her off and upset her. What's your business? If she always does the wash, she's taking care of the laundry. Don't put your 2 cents in and tell her what she needs to be doing. She'll get around to doing it. Or you can go and help her and make it less of a load, literally, for her. And she's going to have to put in the load upstairs. Got it? Mm-hmm. Do not start a conversation with your spouse when he or she is in a rush to get out. Don't make her be held back even longer because of something you're about to say. Have a little brain in your head and think, what's going to be the response from what I'm about to open my mouth and say? Play it out, this scenario in your head, and see where it leads you.
So just always ask yourself,
think.
What is she doing right now?
Think.
Is this the proper time to bring this up?
Exactly. Or is this ever a time to bring this up? Maybe I should take care of it without even asking her for it. You might want to talk for a while, but your partner might feel stressed, might feel pressured, might even feel tired and wants to go to sleep at night. Right? Likely to get angry for what is about to happen. Leave it for another time when she might be more calm. She might want to hear about it, but definitely not now. Do not pressure. First year of marriage. The fruits are blossoming. The Torah commands when a man takes a new wife, he should not go out to war that first year. Neither shall he be charged with anything. He should be free for his house for 1 year to cheer up his wife that he has taken to make her happy, and he has an obligation to be so much more supportive and loving to her and push other obligations aside for her sake. That's in Devarim 24:5. The first year of marriage is the foundation upon which the couple's entire married life is going to be built. How you start things off is going to be how they proceed. What direction you want to take it in. If you have a space shuttle launch that the rocket is to go to the moon, and you are 1/100th or 1,000th of a degree, we're not talking about like even 1 degree, but so much of a sliver off here, when it shoots, that angle is going to be magnified thousands and thousands, that when you get time to hit the moon, you're going to be hundreds of thousands of miles away from your target when you start out a tiny bit off at the bottom. It's an arc that expands as you go, right? So the little thing that you start with is going to have huge ramifications years later in marriage if you're starting off on the wrong foot right now. She might love you tremendously. She may be infatuated with you. She may be thrilled with your gorgeous looks. But if you are starting to do things bad now, they're going to blow up in your face later on when she is not head over heels for you and jumping on your bones every 2 seconds. Because everything goes according to the beginning. Even in the Torah, you want to understand something about reality, about spirituality. You look to the beginning to see how it's going to affect now. We always have that idea in Torah and in life, in science too. You look at a baby that was being formed in the embryo, and you have, right now, if I come over to you with a piece of paper and I slice you on your arm, and I give you a paper cut, it'll burn you. It'll be half annoying, but in 5 days from now, you almost have no realization, no recognition, no remembrance from the cut at all. Because how old are you right now? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. But if you go to a baby in the womb that's developing, that the cells just fused together, and now that little blastula is dividing, that cut in a cell, in an embryo, can, God forbid, retard a kid for life. It can destroy organs when you have it in the beginning, when you have something wrong, when it starts out. That's the policy, that's the rule for everything in life. How things begin in the beginning is going to have dramatic effects in the end. But how we have something in the end, if you mess up now and you yell at your wife or you open your mouth, you might have said something wrong, you can fix it a lot easier because you've already built the foundation and you have a gorgeous castle. You get it? Therefore, the Torah commands that newly married man be free for his house for this year to cheer up his wife. This is the time for a couple to forego a spiritual and loving bond with one another. To forge, to solidify, to build upon these bonds that are going to last forever. The better the husband is to his new wife, and the happier he makes her when they start, that stronger the bond will be for them forever. If the husband is successful, he can create the bond of love, of unity, of friendship, of clinging to his wife that will then last for a lifetime. So then if you mess up later, you have so much more of what to rely on that you've already made her feel like she's number one priority in your life. That's why it's so important to listen to these lessons, to learn these before you're married. Understand what marriage is about. Know where you're supposed to put your wife in terms of your view and your reality. No comments, no criticisms. Make your number one priority. If you know that going in and you make that your marriage from day one, it's going to be heaven. It's going to be bliss. Okay, everybody's going to fall. Everybody's going to mess up. But if your foundation is super strong, wow, how much you quickly can rebound. And if you mess it up.
It's a good form of hishtadlut. Like you're showing Hashem, like, oh, you want to be married? You want to learn how to be a good husband? Okay, I'm going to give it to you.
Yes, it's like preparing when you go to medical school and you want to be a doctor. How much are you paying attention, recognizing how to act, learning from other doctors, so that when you start out, you already have that knowledge and you're building a great foundation to be the best doctor in the world. Anything that you do in life is like this. Yes. In order to succeed, he must know how to honor his wife and how to make her happy. It's nice that you want to do it, but do you know what the heck to do from day one? When the husband is aware of the things that are going to upset her, then you can avoid doing them. But if you don't know what makes her mad, you're going to fall and trip over your face everywhere you go. You should never make a snide remark to her. Never get her angry. Mistakes in the first year, when a couple's bond isn't even yet strong, can cause damage that'll last a lifetime, that can shake their marriage up, that she might not ever want to even stay with him if this is the type of person that he's going to be. Don't be that guy. Be amazing. Be superdaciously awesome. Even when a learned man with good character traits, even he who's been acting a certain way in a lifetime, needs to learn what makes a woman happy. You can be the biggest tzaddik in the world. You can learn books from today to tomorrow. But if you have no real life, practical experience, what makes a woman happy, man? What is going to upset them? Talk to your friends. Talk to your rebbeim. Talk to people with a little bit of experience that know what makes them tick. Everyone is different. Everyone's going to have their likes, their dislikes. And that you're going to have to learn by being with her and watching her and seeing what she enjoys, right? But there's rules 101 basic that you have to understand when you're going to marriage in order to succeed. Like anything in life, don't go into a test unprepared. Don't not read the books. Don't not practice with questions. When you have a real important test, how many practice tests do you take beforehand so you know what to expect, how to answer them? So you come in like, man, I got this. I know this cold. I've gone over it 101 times already. I've taken the test over and over for practice questions. When I see these, it's going to fly off out of my brain through my fingertips. No problem. Amazing. Rabbi Ben Sion Abba Shaul of blessed memory writes, there are young men who right after the wedding realize that their wives are not behaving like they want them to, are not behaving like they did 2 days ago. Now, who is she? What? I thought I knew her. I thought I dated her 6 times. We went out for 2 hours. Isn't that a lot of time? I got to see what she's like. But now this is not her. This is not the woman I'm waking up to in bed the next morning.
Always a kid. People go out for like years and then get married, and all of a sudden it's like,
what
just happened?
What in the world? Hello, didn't I spend enough time with her?
The old joke is like, she basically got what she wanted, and that's it. Now she can go back to her.
Now that whole role, that facade, now she can fart in your face. What? Hello?
Master now.
What is going on? What? I thought I knew who you were. I show her who I am, but she wasn't showing me who she was.
She did like everything.
Nope.
She did everything
Nope.
to try to please me before, food, this, and now all of a sudden.
You get up. You want food? You go get it. What are you asking me for? Well, before she was running everywhere to get me everything I needed to. Absolutely. Not behaving like they were, like they want them to, and think it correct, then, okay, so maybe maybe I have to tell her. Maybe I have to open my mouth. Maybe I have to bombard my wife with ethical teachings as they heard and learned in the yeshivas. This is how people have to act. So maybe I need to be the one to tell her because she's not acting right. Who else is in this home right now that's going to open her eyes and tell her, hey, woman, this is not how you're supposed to act. What's going on? Get back in the kitchen, cook me dinner. Hello? I just had a busy day. You sat around at home. Shouldn't you do something and partake and give a little bit in the relationship? Shouldn't you try to make an effort instead of me being the one all the work? This is not the way. The Chinuch writes, we are commanded that the groom should rejoice with his wife for 1 year. That's to say he shouldn't leave the city, go out to war. He should not live somewhere else without her for any other purpose. Don't be away from her. Don't take a business trip where you're going to have to spend 2 days, 1 week away when you're forging that bond. Yeah, now, okay, 10 years later, you got to go on a trip. You want to make her money, and she understands, and she wants you to do it. Perfect. But don't separate yourself that first year. You want to make that super strong, show her who you are, show her how much love you're giving her, not running away. Even if it's for a great purpose. She wants me to make money. She wants me to close these deals. Not at this critical time. Don't mess up. Don't make a faulty foundation. Don't live away from her. Rather, stay with her that first year from the wedding day. Make it super important in your mind. Rather, you should stay with her that whole year. The reason for this commandment is that God desired that his world should be populated by upright creations, the children of male and female couples who will unite in a moral manner, since morality is despicable to him. Be with her, love her, show her affection. If she wants you at her side, even the first year, but even after the first year, if she shows you she wants your attention, she wants your thoughts, she might want your ear and not you to say a word, but just be that support for her. Be kind to her. Be loving to her. If you know she likes something, go out of your way to do it, to make her ecstatically joyful, over the top, so that she can feel your love and she'll want to give it back to you. You want somebody who's going to be giving to you, just give to them everything. Then they're going to feel overwhelmed with a sense of, hey, I want to give back to you. I'm so thankful. I'm so appreciative. Somebody who's given everything by someone has a sense of, I want to do something back for them. Somebody who wakes up for me every single morning, goes out of the way to learn with me. Wow, I feel like I love them so much. I want to give to them because they're giving to me so much. It forms a bond. It forms a relationship. You should have that with your wife 10,000-fold, especially if you do it with a friend of yours too. With that, have an awesome, deliciously amazing rest of your day.